everyone. I'm Casey Benane, and welcome to Y-CLAD Chat, where we chat up big city events, fill you in on industry news, keep you in the know with fashion and style with a focus on jewels and accessories, touch on lifestyle education, and keep you abreast of industry content and information that will develop both your personal and professional lives. This week, we're conducting our show a bit differently than usual. But before we even go into that, let me first introduce my lovely co-host here, Kaylin Berg. Today we're going to be chatting everything news, fashion, lifestyle, and events. Also with me today, I have a special guest host, the lovely, beautiful Miss Durrah Khalil.
Hello.
Durrah Khalil is a jewelry designer. And she's going to help us go through the show, and I guess we're going to just have a good time today. We're going to freestyle it today. Okay, so a couple of things.
Yeah, before we get started, we are still running our August promotion for Y-CLAD Hidden Gem, and the promotion is $100 off your total venue rental cost for rentals over 4 hours. So for those of you that are looking for a Fashion Week venue, Y-CLAD, we can hook you guys up. We're located in Midtown East at 57th Street, so you can give us a call at 212-644-6445 for more info, or email us at hiddengem@yclad.com. That's Y-CLAD. And then after talking with Durrah, we will have celebrity stylist Shatonia Amee in our studio, and she'll talk about her upcoming fashion show during Fashion Week and the collaborative charity event that she's doing with Patrice Bryant called Single Moms Operation Book Bag. So we're really excited for the show today.
Yeah. Before we get started, I'd like to remind you guys that we've opened our lines for questions, so feel free to call in at 516-453-9170. After the prompt, dial 1 to let us know that you have a question.
Okay, guys, and don't be shy. Call in if there's anything you want to ask. We have Durrah here today, so she's open to answer anything you guys want to ask. And then when Shatonia comes on, then it's a free for all here. So as I mentioned, we'll be doing things a bit differently today. So let's jump right into it with our designer feature of the day, which is Durrah Khalil's chain necklace that both myself and Kaylin's wearing. I have it on. I have the gold and silver combined on, and then Kaylin is wearing rose gold and silver. So you can find these pieces, of course, on yclad.com or here on 57th Street. And we're going to just take it over to Durrah, who's going to tell us a little bit more about the pieces because they're hers.
Yes.
Who better to tell us about what we're wearing than you?
Well, I'm happy to be back here again to talk about my collection in more depth. So today we're focusing on the chain collection, which is available here at Y-CLAD and online also. This collection is actually my maiden collection, which I launched in 2013 as my baby. It's my pride and joy, and it remains one of my staple collections, which represents the freedom I was granted with when I started my business. So they are actually a group of chains.
Feel free to touch me.
Yeah, I want to touch her, but it's a group of chains and then held together by a clasp at the back, which is extendable, because I do feel that some women prefer like a longer length and a shorter length. So we do have an extendable clasp at the back. The main part of the necklace itself is a very oversized chain. It's a jumbo chain, as it were, which is all made of sterling silver, and they're fully crafted by my artisans in Italy. So they're really, really wearable. They are very comfortable. You can ask these ladies next to me.
They're lightweight.
They're light, and also the quality is second to none. Like, they're really nice on the plating, which is 22 karat plating on the 925 sterling silver, is really, really good. And I've had so much fun with these pieces that I've actually created a new take on that, which is a longer version, which you can see here. So I feel that this is really a statement piece. Although for me, I have been wearing it every day and I really enjoy it. And I would encourage everyone to, put it on and try it on. Don't be shy, because it does look a bit statement piece like. but it is very comfortable and very light, and you won't even feel that you're wearing it day to night.
Yeah.
No, I love the chains. They're so in style. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the rose too. So they are available in the 4 metal color options as well. And we do also have coordinating items that you can see here, earrings and bracelets too.
Okay, so we had you on the show, I think our 3rd week. But
Yes.
for people who haven't heard that show, can you just tell everyone
little bit?
about your background and kind of how you got started?
So in a nutshell, I was born in Malaysia. I moved to London, England when I was 9. Lived there till I was 27. Then I decided to go back to school to study jewelry and design, and I relocated to Los Angeles beginning of this year actually. And since then, I have been promoting my brand out here in North America, and I've had such a wonderful response. And I just love being here and meeting such amazing people, and the energy in the United States is just vibrant. It's amazing. I love it. And also I have been getting heavily involved with the associations within the industry too. And I am one of the board members of the Women's Jewelry Association for the LA chapter. So I get heavily involved with that because I also think that people who are starting up businesses in this industry often do not have somewhere that they can turn to for support.
Right.
So Casey and I have decided that this is something that we were going to look into. And we've been enjoying it, all the research and the work we've done and the
Oh my
people we've
gosh.
met.
Overwhelming, but no, it's been a great experience.
It
at the
has
same time.
been, yes. So that's my story, and I'm so proud that next week we're going to have a designer showcase here at Y-CLAD. This will be the first time I'll be showing my pieces to all the lovely people who come to your store here. So I'm really psyched. So yeah. Can't wait.
Yeah, so as you alluded to, you guys are working together now and you're starting the jewelry business. So kind of what is that? What's the aim of it?
Do you want me or you want to go?
Yeah, you can go first. And
Okay, so it's called The Jewelry Business. And so, Durrah and I were on this FaceTime call, and I think I was looking hard and she was looking as fabulous as she always does. and then we were randomly having talks about, various different things within the industry. I carry her collection, so we were talking about that. And then we were just talking about some of the trials and the things that we've gone through that we found like it was taxing, and it was just a tumultuous experience, trying to figure things out on your own, not having you just said the resources or the support to sort of lean on for information. And even when you found some sort of support, the resources weren't necessarily there, and even if the resources were there, most people weren't willing to give it up. So there was a price to pay for, the resources or the support or that sort of thing. And it made it very difficult for startups to be able to develop and grow because it just, I know when I started, I didn't have the finances to do, to look for certain things and do certain things, and so I had to kind of make up things as I go. As my husband will tell you, I just kind of did things. And so we came up with this concept, and we have just sort of been rolling with it, and it's really growing and it's becoming quite successful.
yes, it's gaining a lot of interest in our industry because a lot of the younger brands that probably, they're also trying to find their footing in terms of which niche of the industry they would like to concentrate in. And this is something that we would like to be able to help them with. A lot of the jewelry industry is, I suppose it is a little bit of a kept secret. Some things have to remain the way that they do for certain reasons. However, resources and knowledge is something that we are able to help to, transition and provide. Also, I think just to have one place where it is available is really important for us.
I think that's key. That's the other thing. It's like, when you're looking for, to obtain a license, a sales license, or to figure out, where, like, how to manufacture or who to go to get manufacturing information. It requires so much research, and it's not easily accessible.
This is true.
And so that was key what you said. It's like, we provide that information all in one place.
That's right. And also our experience is very, very important in this case, because both of us have gone through a lot of dealings with PR companies or website designers or photographers, whatever it might be. And the thing is that not everything is always useful for your business, nor is it sustainable. You don't know until you try them and you've handed over, a budget at that point, which seems you feel like it's going to take you through the next 5 years, and then it doesn't.
It doesn't. It takes you through it instead takes you through the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've gone through the hurdles. So we have done the legwork for you, and then we're happy to give you the guidance. For example, you do not have to pay thousands and thousands of dollars for your website to start with. If you're not going to be making that much, you shouldn't be paying that much to launch your website to begin with. So basic things like that, which is not necessarily available online through Google, because no one's going to tell you the truth, and one person's going to promote whatever company that they've been using, or their sister's company, or
their services,
and it might not be appropriate for you.
Yeah.
So we want to look at your business models and what your aim is with your specific business, and then we will tell you what's appropriate and at which time. Organically, you should really grow step by step with what it is that you're trying to achieve as well.
Okay, guys, so we're gonna take a quick break, right? And then when we return, we'll return with our celebrity stylist guest, Shatonia Amee.
And we're back. So with us is celebrity stylist Shatonia Amee. Welcome, Shatonia. Hi. It's so nice to finally meet you. Yeah. We would like to know something a little bit personal about who Shatonia is. Like, what do you like to do for fun when you're not working as a stylist?
Oh my God. When I'm not working as a stylist, I love to cook. And I'm a TV addict. So I love to watch TV. I love to cook. If I'm home and I have the Food Network, then I'm creating recipes, like whatever recipe that they're making.
You're following?
I'm following.
That's cool.
And if I have money in my account, I'm at the supermarket and I'm going to go get those ingredients and I'm going to make it. So I'm a true foodie and I love watching TV. So like, if I'm not working, because I'm always running around, I like to be in the house cooking and eating, and that's it.
I love that. Food is really important. It is, isn't it?
I'm obsessed.
Passionate about food. Yeah, love it. Absolutely.
I'm a bit of a foodie myself, but I can't cook. That's okay. My husband cooks, which is always good.
That's good. That's always a plus.
But no, that's actually really that's cool. I feel like that's probably how I feel about fitness. It's probably like a stress reliever or something that you.
It is. It's like therapy for me. Like, I love to go in the kitchen and start creating little things and making recipes, and
it's like your mind goes into a different place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes, like when you're like focused on work, it's like, okay, I'm gonna go in the kitchen and just knock something out.
Yeah.
And back when I used to live in my old apartment, I had neighbors and I would just make stuff. I'm like, I got some cake. You want some?
So you were like cooking for the neighborhood.
Right.
You need to go into our neighborhood.
I think so.
I used to call myself the stylist that brought cupcakes, because sometimes I would bring cupcakes on set. Yeah. That's me, the cooking stylist. So.
That's amazing.
Okay, so Shatonia, you have an incredible story. I know your story because we've spoken personally.
Right.
Share with us how you became a stylist and how you got to where you are.
So, how I got to where I am. It's kind of funny how it all started, because I actually went to school for law. So, when I realized how many cases I had to remember, no. But as a little girl, I always loved fashion. Me and my mother, we would watch Dynasty, and if I was bad,
ultimate fashion icons.
Oh my God, I used to die. I was like 8 years old, and I used to think, I love her fur, and I used to be all in the TV.
Yeah.
And if I did something bad in school, my mother was like, okay, you were not watching Dynasty tonight. And I would like hang out by the living room, by the door, like trying to watch it. And I would sneak, and then she would catch me because I would fall asleep there. But but that was my thing. I always loved fashion. So I knew it was like a dream that I thought would never happen, but it actually happened.
Yeah.
So it was, it was funny. I would always talk to other people. My sister, I spoke to my sister. My sister was a celebrity hairstylist. And I used to tell her, I want to do fashion, I wanted to do design. I can't draw and I can't cut and I have shaky hands. So, okay, design is not for me.
Yeah.
So, I always loved to put clothes together, and I would walk down the street and I would kind of like edit in my head, like, no, she should have on this, or she should have on that. So I knew it was something that I wanted to do. So I remember watching the movie Belly, and I saw wardrobe stylist June Ambrose come across the screen, and I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to be a wardrobe stylist. And I was a little girl, but I really didn't think it would happen. But I spoke to my sister, and she was doing a photo shoot, and she said, you should speak to the stylist that's on set. And I said, okay. And I spoke to her and I told her, oh, I want to be a stylist too. And she was like, oh, okay. Well, it is ironic. She was June Ambrose's assistant. Her name was Maxine Garcia.
Look at that.
Right. So she was like, yeah. So it was like the
connection.
The
It's
universe
kind of-
just aligned me and
Everything
set me
was
right there.
synchronized.
Exactly. So I spoke to her and she gave me a chance. She was like, do you know how to pull? And I was like, yeah. I didn't know how to pull. I didn't know what pull was. So she told me, so I went ahead and I called around. I seen some, a store in Soho that had jewelry. And it's funny because my opportunity to be a stylist was to go get jewelry. So it's
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Wow.
so that was my big, like, okay, I can do this. So I brought a ton of jewelry and we worked on and then it's funny because it was a celebrity shoot, and I worked with her a couple of times, and then she stopped styling. So I went back to my corporate. My background is IT, customer service, like that's my background. So I went back to shoveling papers and dying in my cubicle, and I met a girl there. Her name was Brenda Wells, and she was a makeup artist. And she said to me, oh, you were talking about fashion, you want to do fashion, you want to do styling, you should come with me and style a photo shoot out in Connecticut with a photographer. And I was like, okay, I guess. So I'm like, all right, I'll do it. So I did it, and we made this amazing photo shoot out in Connecticut. We was in a graveyard. It was my first shoot ever. And that day I was like, yeah,
This is what I want to
this is what I'm gonna do. And it's just from there, just word of mouth. It was like I didn't get a chance to intern with a bunch of people. Like that was my first assistant job. So it was like I kind of like started from the ground up, built my own contacts, and just built relationships. And I realized that in this industry, you really have to build relationships. Yes. You have to be reliable. You have to have a great reputation. And people referred me. And, a photographer that I worked with named Alexi Afan, and he gave me a chance. I had a horrible book. I thought it was amazing. Couldn't tell me anything. I did photo shoots. But he was like, nah, whatever. So he flipped through it, but he gave me a chance. Yeah. And it got me to the point where I'm at. Like, the magazine that I started with, I was just freelancing, and now I'm the fashion editor there. Today's Black Women's Magazine. I started off with Hype Hair Magazine, and just working my way through there, and just hard work, and just showing up, being reliable, and trying to change the whole environment of the magazine and change the look of the magazine. The editor saw something in my styling, and she reached out to the photographer and said, who's that girl? And they just brought me on and requested me, and I started doing celebrities. And then just for word of mouth, I started doing other celebrities, so that I got celebrity clients. And then I started working for a company called The Ground Crew under an amazing woman named Audrey Smaltz. This woman is amazing. She started the Ebony Fashion Fair. She had her company for 34 years, and she's a great mentor, someone that I learned a lot from. And she taught me basically how to create a fashion show from the ground up. So I got to work with a lot of amazing designers.
And then, do you have any, photo shoots that are, memorable that?
Yes, I have a few photo shoots. This is like one of my most favorite moments. It was back in 2008. It was one of the times when Heidi Klum was last walking during Victoria's Secret's fashion week. So Victoria's Secret fashion show. It was in Miami, and I was helping my main model that I was helping get dressed out in Miami. Was at the Fountain Blue Hotel, and I was Marissa Miller. She's an amazing model. But then I needed to help Heidi Klum, so I'm chasing Heidi, her underwear. I'm trying to tie up her underwear. She's running, and Heidi is so sweet and such a great energy. Her mother's always backstage, and she's such a sweet energy. So she's running, and I'm chasing her, and I'm trying to tie up her underwear, because with Victoria's Secrets, it's a fashion show on steroids. It's like, it's so much going on, and it's just run, and the wings are super heavy. So when you see those girls walking down the runway, it's not easy, because these wings can,
like lifting weights.
Yeah, they can weigh up to 40 pounds, and it's,
oh wow,
yeah,
I
they're
would never
really
guess that.
heavy.
Wow.
There's like metal pieces, and you snap it in, and it locks, and it's like harnesses, because and when you're backstage, you see the designers making them. It's a big production.
Yeah.
You have designers there doing the sketches, and if we're there from the beginning to the end, and so we see the sketches, and we see everything come together, and they're taping it together, and this is Victoria's Secrets is very, very hands-on, and it's very, very creative. It's an amazing show. But yeah, I was just chasing Heidi and backstage, and I'm like trying to tie up her underwear, and like I tied the.
You keep saying tie up her underwear. I just,
because
I'm picturing her like.
Yeah, they're
I
like
know.
little underwear that have the strings, and I'm like
Laces.
Little
Yes.
laces, and my last knot, she was like on the runway at the top of the stairs. As soon as I tied the last knot, she was out. I was like,
Oh my gosh.
because if her underwear had dropped on CBS, it would have been a problem. But it was amazing. That was like one of my favorite shows. And I worked on Chanel shows, Prada, YSL, Dior.
That's
The
a
list
really
goes
big
on.
resume. So since you do have so much experience, I would like to know from you, who is your favorite designer and why?
My favorite designer is Valentino.
It's a great question.
I love Valentino. It's just the structure of his dresses, and just the cut, and it's the sexiness and the feminine.
Yeah.
And then the colors.
The red dresses.
The red dress. When I had my little catering company, I was doing, because I do everything. When I had my little catering company, I had my red velvet cupcakes, and it was like merging fashion with food, and I had
that's
the red
amazing.
had the red velvet Valentino cupcake.
Now
And
this
then
is the second time you've brought up food and you did not bring anything with you. I'm just saying.
We might have to go after this.
Yes, when you guys can come to my house, I'm always cooking up something. I love to throw dinner parties.
Come to Jersey. It's where
It's
it's at.
Well, maybe for red velvet chocolate.
No,
Yeah.
but you might get to taste my cupcakes for our event that we're doing on the 17th. So, just hold on.
Might have to fly back just for that.
You should. I already told you.
I'm
You
from
should.
California. I just need a couch to live.
Exactly.
I love California.
So like Valentino, that's your favorite. Like all his designs are like very classic. But like onto trends. Is there any trends that you like, or trends that you need to see gone as well?
Oh my God, there's so many trends I need to see. Trends that I like. What trends do I like? I do like the hats, because I'm a hat person. I do like the fact that they're bringing hats back. My mother was a big hat person. She used to always get her hats made, and I've always loved hats. So I love the, bringing back the hats or whatever. I don't know if there's any. My love of fashion is more of the 50s, the 40s, 50s. I love vintage fashion. So like that whole era of Breakfast at Tiffany's, and the Audrey Hepburn phase or whatever. I love that type of fashion. So, if that was to come back, that would be my trend that I would love. But I love the hats. The trend that I want to see gone, I don't know, it's probably like leggings. Please let it go. Because not everyone should be wearing them.
leggings. Yeah.
And it's like,
I have to agree with that.
they should really,
right.
when you come to the register, they should really say, okay, you have not been approved for these leggings. There should be like
You've
a
been
voting.
denied.
You have been denied these leggings. You cannot wear them. And leggings as pants should be,
No, they shouldn't. They shouldn't leave the
They
house.
should not leave the house. They should be at the yoga studio or at the gym or something, or under a dress or something like that.
Pajamas.
Yes, pajamas, or handled with care. a lot of people do not know, and it's honest because a lot of people do not know what works for them.
Yeah.
And it's, so it's like you can't really fault a person if they don't know. So, but that's why we have magazines and stuff like that. And you go online and you can check body types and stuff like that. But, some people just don't care. They just want to have fun and, do you. But just saying, there's certain little things that, for the sake of everyone else, just stay away from. Like, right. So,
it is.
Yeah, so that's my only thing. Trends that don't work for your body type.
Absolutely.
So that's it. That's
So
what I don't want.
what would you give as advice to a young stylist who's trying to break into the industry?
The advice I would give to a young stylist trying to break into the industry is to intern with someone. And I feel like internships and being, first of all, a lot of people contact me in reference to being an assistant, but I feel like you need to be an intern before you can be an assistant, because to be an assistant, that means you have to mirror exactly what I can do. So you have to be an intern to learn. So I really feel like a stylist who wants to be in the industry, they should really intern. That way you can really see that it's not all glitz and glamour.
Yeah.
You can see the hard work that goes into it, and you can see that, find out if it's for you. And I always tell little girls, because I like to have little girls work for me or different young women work for me. And my thing is always, if you don't like it, let me know. Because I know it's not as easy or as glamorous as you thought. It's a lot of dragging bags around. It's a lot of, you have hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of someone's merchandise that you have to protect with your life.
Yeah.
And sometimes I remember one time I was styling someone for the Angel Heart Ball or something for Dr. R show, and I pulled jewelry, and I'm just pulling, look. Of course, there was no prices, so when they gave me my sheet, it said that it was basically $500,000. That's $500,000 worth of jewelry.
Wow.
So I'm walking down the street like, please don't hit me over the head. I'm in New York. Like, please don't hit me.
Yeah.
Like, I will have to fight you for this jewelry. So it's like, you have to really protect these people's stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, you have to keep track of everything. So it's a lot. It's like, you have to keep track of stuff. You have to make sure it stays clean. You have to make sure no one steals it. You have to get it back. You have to transport it back and forth. And it's only like a few hours of the glamour, which is the photo shoot. The rest of it is hard work of dragging things around. So I really want them to intern with someone so they can find out if they really like it. If you had a hard, crazy day and you are beat down, and I have bruises all the time from carrying bags and stuff like that, and if you still say, okay, I'm ready for the next one, then that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Then you love it.
Yeah.
And that's what I want people to understand, to figure out if this is what you love.
Yeah.
If you can't see yourself doing anything else, then this is what you love. And that's the thing with me. I can't see myself doing anything else. It's a nightmare at times, but this is it. This is my nightmare.
Yeah,
it's my nightmare. It's what I love. So, when I was working, doing the other stuff, I felt like I was dying.
Yeah.
And you have to
I know
be
that
true to
feeling.
yourself.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
It's like you're dying and you're not being yourself, and you're not being creative, and you're being dictated to, and it's like, and you just feel like it's minimizing you. So it's like, go with what you love. And if styling is not what you love, you find something else. It's okay.
Yeah.
So intern. That's my advice.
Okay, so on August 29th, Patrice Bryan is holding her annual Single Moms charity event, Operation Book Bag Charity. And where, she's going to be, the charity is going to be providing 400 plus inner city kids ages 4 to 18 with backpacks filled with supplies and necessities that they require or need for school.
Right.
So you're collaborating on this event with Patrice.
Yes.
And so, and you're also a sponsor, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so you're going to be speaking as a panelist, or I'm not sure how you guys have it set up. Can you just tell us a little bit about that?
What's going on that day? That day is dedicated to it's basically, we're dedicating that day to inner city single mothers and their children. We're definitely, we targeted a lot of single mothers that's in the shelters. So that day is not only is it just to provide them with book bags and school supplies, because, a lot of times we may think that a book bag or school supplies is very simple for a mother to provide for a child. But if you don't have any type of income, that could be a very big burden, especially if you have multiple children. So, we're going to give them that, try to lighten up that burden. But we also want to give them a day to just enjoy. Like, especially the mothers and the children that's coming from shelters. That I can understand being in a situation where you don't have. And I can understand being in a situation where sometimes you feel like there's no other way. And this is the bitter end. Yeah. But we want them to be able to have a day where they can actually just escape. You're not thinking about tomorrow. You're not thinking about your bills. You're not thinking about the fact that you don't have a place to live. You're thinking about the fact that my child is happy, we're eating, we're having fun, there's entertainment. So it's like therapy.
Right.
So we want to give them a day of therapy, a day of relaxation to just clear your mind and just have fun. So that's what we have going on, is a bunch of games and cotton candy, even though the kids shouldn't be having cotton candy, but whatever.
It's okay, it's one day.
It's one day. So they have cotton candy and snow cones and things like that. Things like different games and stuff for the kids to play. And then we just give it an outlet, some time so the mothers can just let the kids go and give themselves a breather.
Yeah.
So, that's what the day is for. It's like for fun, just relax, and then also giving them the book bags and the school supplies and help children out.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be like a really great, big event with a lot going on for sure. And if anyone wants to donate or take part, how would they, get involved in it?
Well, if a person wants to donate, they can always just email. They can email me, and I'm pinkswadeinc@aol.com.
Okay.
You could just email me, and it's a small. I'll give you the list of things that you could donate, and there's small donations. There's things for $25, but we let you know what you're helping towards in reference to book bags, and even if you want to just buy the book bags and the supplies yourself and just bring it, that way you know where your money's going. That's more than welcome.
That is amazing. So I understand that you will be holding a very special event on the 17th of September, which is a fashion show and a relaunch event. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, so on September 17th during New York Fashion Week, I will be relaunching myself, basically introducing, putting a face with the name. A lot of people have seen my name, but they don't know the face, or maybe you've never seen it and maybe you don't know the face. So just like an introduction of, hi, I'm Shatonia Amee, I'm here, this is my work, this is what I've done. So it's basically like an exhibit of style, and I'm partnering with yours truly right here, and she's helping me with everything, and we're going to use her amazing jewelry and everything. So it's going to be a great event, and I'm super excited about it.
Okay, so because we cover events, jewelry, and fashion news, everything that's important to the world, we have 3 little questions that we like to end our interviews with. So the first one is, what's your must-have jewelry or accessory? The one thing that no one should leave, or maybe you shouldn't, no one should leave the house with. Let's put it that way.
A statement necklace. I love statement necklaces. I'm a big necklace person. I love necklaces. I love earrings as well, but I really feel like a person should have a statement necklace. Your jewelry should represent your personality.
Yeah.
So if you're quiet, but there's a big personality deep down inside, a big necklace.
I love out with the necklace.
Scream out with the necklace. Lots of color. And then I love rings. So a big cocktail ring, maybe it's a little over the top, but who cares? Whatever. Show your personality through your jewelry. A big statement necklace for me is a go-to. Yeah. That's a must-have for me.
And then next we always ask what your favorite designer is. Since you said Valentino, maybe who's your favorite jewelry designer? Do you have
a favorite jewelry designer?
I'm listening.
I don't even think I'm going to pronounce it right, which is horrible that I'm a stylist. Van Cleef's Arpels.
Oh, yeah.
I love their stuff.
They're right up the block.
Yes. I know. Every time I walk by, I'm like, hey, one day. One day I'll get you. But I love Van Cleef's Arpel and Bulgari. Because I love big, gaudy stuff.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I'm a shy person, but I love big, gaudy. Yeah. And I love fascinators and
that's amazing.
Yeah, right. But their stuff is so exquisite.
They are.
It's so full of detail. It's so rich. Okay, we could. That's a whole other.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Let's not go into that because we're gonna get carried away. We'll
know.
be here all
Right,
night.
Exactly. But I love your pieces too because I love nice necklaces and chains and stuff. Like I'm like when
Thank
I
you.
first seen it, I'm like, ooh, that's cute.
Exactly.
Eye-catching, right?
It is.
Yes, it is. It's like, So
Appreciate that from a celebrity stylist.
Yes, it would be perfect for my clients. So I love it. I love it.
And also because obviously you work in one of the most thriving cities in the world. What was the most memorable event you've ever attended and why?
Okay, the most memorable event I attended actually wasn't even in New York. It was in Miami. It was the after party. It was the pre-party and the after party for Victoria's Secret.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
I feel like I've been missing out.
This is it
Me
was
and you both.
the most amazing party. It was okay. So there was a pre-party and then another party. So this party, we was at the Fontainebleau Hotel. They was just doing it. It was just under reconstruction, and I've seen every celebrity there. So we were just there, and it was just so natural. We were just partying. I was next to Martha Stewart eating shrimps, and I'm dancing like, yeah, Martha, this is cute. Cashews just walked by. I'm like, hey, and it's just like Terrence Howard at this time was going through his whole folk tale phase. I don't know. Yeah.
Right.
So he was on stage and he's playing the guitar. Like if you go on my Facebook page, you'll see the pictures. So like I met Charo out in the lobby and I'm like, Charo, we're taking pictures. She's like, get you. So it was like Terrence Howard was playing the guitar and he was doing his whole thing or whatever. He had his little concert going as everyone is eating cocktails. So Paris Hilton is there, Russell Simmons is there,
Wow.
A-Rod is there, and it's just like an amazing, amazing party.
That is beyond A-list.
But
I know, right?
Yeah.
So then they didn't end there. So they said, okay, so just come to the other side to go to the other
After
party.
party.
The after party.
See, I want to
is-
make it that big where I can have a pre
Yes.
party, then the
party.
pre, and then the party.
Exactly.
And then the after
And then
party.
the after party.
Exactly.
So the next party is a Mariah Carey concert. So we went
Wow.
in. So we're going. We ran in, and here's Mariah doing a full out concert.
Oh my
This is when
gosh.
she first started dating Nick Cannon,
Mm-hmm.
and so. But it's so funny because Salida was right there next to us, and she was like, oh, so it was funny. But she's
Gossip.
Sorry, guys. but-
Inside info.
scoop, right?
Inside
But it
scoop.
was
Yeah.
funny 'cause she was standing right there, and she was like, "Oh God, whatever." Because Mariah was like, "I'm here with Nick," and so, whatever. But
Wow.
but it
that's
was
amazing.
it was amazing. Oh, and Robin Thicke performed as well. This is
Oh
like his
my gosh.
beginning relaunch of
Right.
himself. So it was Robin Thicke, Mariah Carey. It was just amazing.
I can imagine.
It was an amazing event. That was my best party ever.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have wanted to leave.
No,
Yeah.
we didn't want to leave, and it
No.
was like we was
And
there
so
for
when if ever you go again, just make sure that you are like you call the crew. We can
Exactly.
Yes,
So, you know,
yes.
I can hold a bag,
That's
Durrah can
right.
hold a shoe.
I can be your
Kayla can-
intern.
Exactly. And it was amazing because it was like, it's so funny how the universe works, because I remember when I was a little girl, I would watch the Victoria's Secret show and I was like, I want to do that. I want to work that
Yeah.
Just
show.
come full circle.
Right, and
and
it
now
was
you're
like,
like,
who knew
Yeah.
that would actually happen?
Yeah.
And there's so many amazing things that I thought of that I said I wanted to do, and who knew?
yeah.
So that was definitely like, and that was my first time doing the show, and I've been doing the show since 2008.
Wow.
That's
So,
amazing.
yeah,
That is
so I
very,
just
very-
didn't get to do it last year because it was in London, but I
That's
think they're
right.
coming back, so I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, we're totally going. Totally there. Totally with you.
Exactly. So that
Thank
was
you
amazing.
so much
You're
for spending
welcome.
time with us.
Of course.
Your story is impressive. All the information that you provided was just amazing.
Yes,
We had a great time. I hope you had a good time with us.
Enjoy. Yeah.
Yes.
That's it.
So we're gonna take a quick break. Well, yes, this is Kaylin. I'm like stepping on anyway. So we're gonna take a quick break, and when we return, we're gonna give you guys the news. We'll just touch on a few things, and then we're gonna let you go because I know it's been a long night already. So we'll see you in like 20 seconds.
We're back with today's designer feature. which is one of my pieces, and this is the chain necklace, which combines a gold-plated, oversized chain and also multi-chains in sterling silver. So these pieces are completed with a lobster clasp, which actually can be extended to different neck sizes as well. So this is simple, but yet provides a very bold statement for us. You can see us wearing the different variations of the necklace here. It has a chic and polished look that is very classic. I would also encourage you to wear it with a suit if you wanted to, or a t-shirt. So just about anything really, every day I'm encouraging you to wear it. Its width is 2 centimeters and the circumference is 40 centimeters. All the pieces are hand finished and detailed, all in Italy. So don't forget, guys, you can find this piece and other pieces from my collection at yclad.com or right here on in the 57th Street store.
Really quickly, I'm going to just breeze through the news today. I know, again, I said we're running past time. Okay, and so in today's news, JCPenney seems to be seeing a turnaround in sales. In-store boutiques are definitely drawing customers, with net sales at going up 2.7% and a reported 4.1% boost in same-store sales over the period. For its 2015 guidance, the company expects comp store sales to increase 4 to 5%. Over at Bulova, Robert Cristiano was named Executive Vice President of Global Marketing. John Mulligan has been promoted to Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer, and Kathy Smith, previously with Express Scripts, has been brought on as the new Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer. And lastly, Yahoo USA hires Stephanie Smith as Senior Editor of Yahoo Food. Stephanie was previously with Page Six, where she served as senior reporter covering breaking business, entertainment, and fashion news, sort of like what we do here. Sort of.
And now for industry events, September is a huge month for fashion in New York. First off is the 22nd season of Couture Fashion Week in New York, and it presents, couture and luxury fashion shows twice a year. And so the next one is Friday, September 11th at 6 p.m. through Sunday, September 13th at 8 p.m. And so you can get tickets on Eventbrite, and ticket sales begin with general seating to the front. And you can also get a one-day pass or a weekly pass and see the whole thing. And prices range from $50 to $1,200. So
it's an easy, cool $1,200.
Yeah. And they'll be at the Crowne Plaza in Times Square. So they still have tickets, so you can still get those before that big event. And then also New York Style Week is happening on September 9th through the 13th, and it's a multi-day event. There's runway shows, exhibitions, a lot of networking opportunities. So it highlights local fashion professionals, which is cool, and then also has international fashion designers there, and their merchandise can be found around New York City and more than New York City, of course. And I'll have Houston fashion designer Kima Ray and Marianne Vernon from France, so they'll be there, and you can get tickets on Eventbrite, again from $50 to $1,500. And then the two events I talked about earlier here with Y-CLAD is Y-CLAD's featured designer jewelry showcase party with Durrah, and so you'll get to meet her.
Yay!
You can shop the collection, you try on some of her pieces, and then get a cocktail and while you're at it. And then there's also Shatonia's fashion stylist show that will be here at Y-CLAD's Hidden Gem on September 17th, and she'll showcase her styling ability. We heard a lot about it, so it'll be fun to see her in action. And she'll feature some designer looks and also feature Y-CLAD's jewelry. And so the show's going to be super epic, and we'll keep you posted as the date approaches. We'll remind you on the show and on ycladshidden.com.
Okay, guys, so thank you for hanging with us tonight. We had a great time. Thanks to Shatonia, our special guest host, Durrah Khalil.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, it was. Thank you for spending time with us.
It's lovely. I'm so glad to be back. So.
Yay! So you'll do it again sometime soon?
I will do it sometime soon.
Yeah, we'll just
you have
drag
to chase me out.
So catch you next time, guys, and remember, love life and wear it well. Have a good night.